You are now listening to the West Side of THAAfterparty.com.
You a little smashed up too, Al?
What it do? It's your girl Ona and Ari of Oh My Daily Doses. Tune in with us every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. to talk pop culture, mental health, self-help, and so much more.
We're bringing you both righteousness and ratchetness, all on the After Party Radio West.
Period.
Tap in, cuzzos.
Y'all, I still can't get past that bomb-ass promo.
Period, poo.
I love it. Love it.
Oh my God. So, as you can see, we have a guest.
You gotta do the fingers.
A very
The fingers?
special
Me or you're doing the fingers?
No, we're doing the fingers for you.
Oh, okay.
This is my dearest friend, Elisabeth, a.k.a.
Lizzy,
Okay.
a.k.a. Lizzy Lashes.
Period.
A.k.a. that bitch, period. Okay?
That part.
And this week, we're slightly intoxicated.
Not yet, but
Slightly.
I'm gonna get there. Very
I've
much so.
mixed both wines.
Oh yeah, she wilding, y'all.
Both of them, because I'm irresponsible. I have to be to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow and drive home over an hour. That's just how I live my life. Go hard or go home. Moral of the
Period.
story. But anyways, this week, we got a whole lot of fuck shit going on. We're talking relationships.
Yes.
We're talking red table talk.
Yes.
We're talking, finding the balance between entrepreneurship and having a successful relationship and everything under the sun.
Girl, you touching my spirit. Lord,
know.
jeez.
So let's get into it. Last week, what did we talk about last week?
Girl, I
Last week
just
we
went
talked
blank.
about
Give me a
cuffing
minute.
season. That's what we talked about last week.
Yeah, you right.
Mm-hmm.
You right. That's what we talked about. We talked about cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
And Ariel was saying cuffing season ends after Christmas.
But, upon posting about it, I thought about it. It ends after Valentine's Day because you really want a cute little setup for Valentine's Day. So, February, okay. You could bring them into the new year, then drop them on their head.
Bitch, because you
That
were
is
sure
hot
going
girl
hard.
summer.
You were going
All over
hard about
again.
Christmas.
Damn. She said hot girl summer all over again in
Period.
February.
It started in spring. Fuck that. We just skip
Yeah.
spring. We just go right into the hot girl summer.
Period. Oh, why we look HD? Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have a new camera?
I think you're seeing that, friend.
Oh, we look really high quality because I like to watch the live stream to say hello to anyone who's watching. And hello to all that are
Hi,
watching.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, let's get right into it,
Okay, yeah, because
Because we already ran.
drunken rambles.
Okay,
Can't even get on
so
your
this
thing.
episode's title, Ariel actually titled this one, and I think it's hilarious. You ain't Bob the Builder, sis. Britney's face.
Let's get into it.
You are not Bob the Builder, sis.
And what I mean by that, what came to mind was I just feel like oftentimes when us women, we get into relationships, we want to see the best in our partner, as you should, right?
Yeah.
That's not to be misconstrued. You should see the best in your partner, but sometimes I feel that we try to, what's the word? Like, fix somebody.
We like fixer-uppers.
Yeah.
It's like that old house. You're like, oh no, it'll look
I'm
really
gonna give
cute.
it a touch
with
up here, a
blonde.
touch up
Yeah,
there.
right.
Clean it up a bit.
We ain't got time for that
Sweep
shit.
the cobwebs out the ceiling.
No.
And
I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but I think it's tiring.
It is.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Period. So, what kind of sparked this topic of relationships was, I don't know if you've seen Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talks. She does like this little, it's not a podcast.
It's like when they have, I've seen one or two.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she had T.I. and Tiny on there.
Oh, Lord Jesus, girl.
Girl,
It
the
gave me
massage.
hives. That episode gave, bitch, I was itching.
Mhm.
T.I. pissed me off. Please talk about what T.I.
Okay,
What do you
so some of the things that he was saying, he was just giving me very much like arrogance. So he was saying that one of the things that he said, he was like, Tiny, I never made her choose to stay with me, or I never told her that she couldn't have a voice of her own. She could have easily made that decision. Would I have wanted to stay with her? No, but you know,
And she's just
The
sitting there.
but she
face
had
of
the
confusion.
Sitting there.
but she
Oh
had the
my
but she
gosh.
had the choice ultimately, and she chose me.
Period.
So let's get into it. And
Literally
you
making
know,
her feel dumb
like
in front of
belittling
yeah.
her.
in front of
For sticking by his side.
Girl.
And trying not
instead of
to-
saying, "Oh, she was so supportive," and
There-
just a nicer way.
No, he
He's
just
like-
straight out to her face. So she was there too.
Yeah, she was there. She was.
So I'm okay.
Girl. Now listen to me. Yes, I feel like yes, we do have the decision to be like, okay, I want to walk away from this, but when you're in love with someone, right? Um you try to make that compromise. Am I right?
Amen.
You try to meet a person halfway. So for someone to be like, "Oh, you had the choice to leave me, but you didn't." Like that's the ultimate slap in the face. And then to do that not on national television, but for the world to see. Oh, okay.
Girl, she good.
My phone just.
I feel
doing
like-
what it wanna do.
Those be the same ones that plead suicidal thoughts when you trying to leave.
Oh, toxicity.
Please don't leave me. I'm gonna kill myself. Them be the same niggas. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she held it down while he was in jail.
That's so true. And then too, with their relationship dynamic, one thing that he pointed out, he was saying that when he came back from jail, the world was turned upside down, right? Here she is, she had to hold it down for the family, so she's finding her own voice and creating her own lane.
And getting into her bag.
Right. And that made him feel uncomfortable.
Because when he came back, she wasn't a yes woman.
And that
It's kind of
made
like,
him-
no, I can't do that right now. I had to go to this event. Or I had to. Like, that made him feel uncomfortable.
Girl. Exactly.
Yeah, so-
as you being an entrepreneur, right? And you being bait
I
up.
hope that my boyfriend is watching.
Look, we're
know,
not
even
trying to
more
start
reason,
no
like he
fights
knows.
or nothing like that.
Look.
Yeah. No,
It's all
I mean,
love.
I feel like
How would you feel if that was you in
I
that
would-
situation?
if I was in that situation, I would let him know you were gone for this long. I had to do what I had to do, and I'm gonna continue doing what I have to do.
Period.
So, Period.
It is what it is. At the
Whether
end
it
of the
makes you
day.
feel uncomfortable, either
How would it? Like, see, this is my real question. Because I feel like if that was me at that table, I'd be like, all right, time to head out. Peace out. Like, I think I would have, like, realized.
So she-
but I think she stays because she knows what kind of man he is.
Ooh.
You know? And she chooses to stay.
And they're
But that
comfortable
would
with
make
each
me
other.
hella uncomfortable. Like, you just made me look like a dumb bitch
yeah, in front of everyone.
in front of everybody.
Right. And one thing that was like notable to me, when she talked about him, she had so much passion in her voice and in her eyes. You could see that she really loved this man, as she should. They've been married for a decade, right? But her pleas and reasons why she continues to do this amid everything was just like, I love him. We've built this. We built that. Like, it was very much like
The
love.
total opposite of what
involved.
he was saying.
And he was more like,
Girl.
I'm comfortable. I don't want to
Yes.
start over with anybody else.
Yeah.
He was just making a complete ass out of
And
himself.
I feel like she couldn't have an opinion either. It made me so uncomfortable watching that shit. It made me cringe. Like, whenever she said anything, he just looked at her like she's fucking stupid and, like, interrupt her many times. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And you try not to listen to the tabloids when they say, like, T.I. is a controlling this, that, and the third. But I feel like he just did not help that. He looks controlling as shit. And he looks insecure as fuck. Why would you be upset that your woman is getting in her bag like she held your family down? She held your kids down because all their kids together are not hers.
Exactly.
She only a few of them.
Like, they have a very blended family. Like,
Yeah,
I think they have, like what?
I thought they were all. They were
No,
all there.
they're a blended family, so it's
I
like
think they only have 3 kids together, and then the rest of them come from different situations.
And she held everything down, and it's like that's a slap in the face.
Definitely. I feel oftentimes there's double standards when it comes to like power tripping in relationships. Like, yes, men want to be the breadwinner, and you know, they want you to depend on them. But when you kind of come into your own and you're like, hey, this is what I want to do, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, it kind of raises like question, like, oh.
And there's a sudden issue.
And he also made a statement. Girl, I was just taking notes because I was just, you know how I am. Like, I was just boiling, like, you know. But he said that you can't be a woman who wants to be independent and want a man to provide for you. You have to choose.
He said,
So how do you ladies feel about that?
I feel like it's just your ego at that point.
Like the misogynistic.
Because it's like, what upsets you about your wife being a boss bitch? Like, you don't want your daughters to have that about themselves either. Like, you want them to have to depend on a man. But that's the thing. He don't want his daughters to have to do that. He said that.
Right.
He wants his daughters to be independent. But you don't want their mom to be independent?
And that's ultimately the role model that they have to follow. So make it make sense.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
At this point, fuck T.I.
Honestly.
He's just full of stuff. Like,
he's a real asshole.
With his daughter taking her to the gynecologist, I was just like,
girl.
I think
he's controlling. Like, it's really weird. And it's crazy too because
and I feel like I didn't like, maybe because I don't. Like, I do, like, keep up with, like, the things I see on the Shade Room and stuff like that. But, like, I never thought, like, he would be that type of person, just the way he carried himself before. I'm just like, why is all this stuff popping out? Like first you're taking your daughter to go here. I'm just like, that's crazy.
And asking them, like, is her hymen still intact? First of all, nigga, mind your business.
Like, what her hymen do, it has nothing to do with you. But, you know, Jada educated him, and that's what I liked about the Red Table Talk. But I also feel like she should have went harder on him than she did, because she was very much coddling him, like, oh, you know, it's not your fault, Tip, but it's not your fault, Tiny, and I get your point of view. No, tell this nigga that
how it is.
Just straight up, like, you sound dumb as hell, using all these big motherfucking words,
exactly,
trying to sound smart, and you sound dumb.
That's the part that get me. Like, you're so educated, but you have no sympathy
at all.
Like, none. You're trying to control your wife, control your daughters, and I understand wanting control in your household. I get that. It is important as a man to have control in your household, but what you not gonna do is tell these young women how to live their life.
And
like,
what to do with
and
their
just
bodies.
as a parent, and just me as a parent, like, I know, like, I can only do so much for my kids. I can just train them up, and hopefully they go the way that I want them to go. And if not, there's nothing I can do about it but be there when something happens.
Right.
And I feel like he's just majorly controlling, and that is, it's so sad. Like,
it is sad.
I feel like it's sad too, because they're gonna carry that on in the future with their relationships, with their friendships. They're always gonna, like, I feel like they're gonna need that controlling because they are comfortable with it.
Exactly.
You get me? So I would not want my daughter to feel like, okay, so say I was like that I wanted to know where she, like, controlling, you know? I feel like when she gets in a relationship, she's gonna feel like that's love, you know? And I don't think that's right.
hide it.
Yeah, or that.
That's scary too.
I feel
That's
like when you rule with the iron fist as a parent, that's only going to make your child want to rebel. So everything that you're trying to prevent is going to end up happening anyways, because you're out here.
But if something bad were to happen, they're not going to come to you.
Exactly.
That's the scary part. Because now you can't help your child if you want to. You're not
No.
going to know what's going on because they're
No.
going to feel like
And they're
they
gonna
have
ask
to
the
hide.
wrong people for the
Exact-
worst advice ever.
Exactly.
And could possibly make the worst decision ever.
Right.
Girl, that whole
I cannot believe
situation makes
I'm
me
gonna finish
itch.
this.
We got plenty, baby. You can have some more. Your cup will always run it
No,
over.
you mix your stuff. I'm gonna ask.
Girl,
I'm gonna
I got you. Period.
She said, wait, what? Like, did you just mix it,
You acted
sis?
so unusual.
Oh, my God.
But okay. So to segue off this topic, because I feel like I could just roast his ass up. Okay. But both of you ladies are entrepreneurs. You got your businesses going on. Lizzy, you sell your lashes. You doing your thing.
I do.
Talk a little bit about your business first of all.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
we need you to...
So I'm new in the lash game. I started in April. She's
No,
like,
for real?
I feel like I'm new. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of, it's very competitive. But, it took me a while to start it. Because I feel like every time you have, like, a new venture you want to do, you always have your excuses. And that was me. Like, it was always like, oh, I can't do it because I'm working. Oh, I can't because I have kids. Like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
And then just in the middle of the night, do you guys ever have, like, in the middle of the night, you're just trying to, like, fix your whole life?
Yes.
Like, before you go to sleep, you're just like,
Yes.
oh, my God, I need to do this. Like,
Yes,
what
the
am I
self-healing
doing?
hour.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I had one of those. And I was like, you know what? No, hell no. So that's when I started looking into, like, everything. Like, and one night, I was just, obviously, I didn't have everything, like, planned out.
Yeah, but like all the...
I had a plan, and I was like, I'm going to do it.
Right.
So,
Those are the best.
yeah.
We are bell ringers around here, so if you ever just feel something in your spirit, don't
Just
be
ring the
hesitate. Ring the bell.
Yes. Let me bring you closer so you can have better access.
We be
And-
driving Brittany crazy with this bell.
And so, yeah, that's how I started. And I've always wanted to start in beauty because, beauty's like always gonna be.
Beauty.
Yeah, beauty's always gonna be here. Everyone wants to look,
Yeah.
And I wanted affordable lashes for sure because I'm not about the, $30 a pair type of stuff.
thank
Nothing like that. So I knew I wanted beautiful lashes, especially when they're like very stiff and ugly. I'm like, how are you freaking $25 and you're freaking stiff? Like, no.
Right. Can't even wear them
Yeah.
more than once.
Yeah, they're like this. Like, I can't. So I was like,
Girl,
I know.
breaking out your eyelid and all type of shit. Don't have time.
I'm like, I knew they had to be affordable, beautiful, and I wanted different, like a variety, because there's some girls that like natural, there's some girls that like dramatic,
Hmm.
Girl,
you should have seen the lashes she was trying to make me put on.
Why?
Girl, they was up here. Like, you know how, like, back in the day, they used to put them eyelashes on the cars.
No.
That's what them lashes very
Well,
much fly away. When I was doing that work, that's what my
hate
lashes
it.
were doing.
But yeah, so I knew like that's what I wanted to do, and yeah, I kept pushing forward, and it's been good. It's been good.
I need that pushing forward spirit.
Period. Because life,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes can get you down, and you can have different outside forces that are like deterring you from going after starting your business and venturing out, and just to have something that grows and continuously grows.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It is. So, with your business venture being new, do you ever feel like, you're with your partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you bounce ideas off of each other, right? I'm assuming,
Yeah.
right? So, have you ever been in a space where it's like, how do I word this? Like
we conflict.
Yeah, or like the lash schedule just is not working for him. Like, how do you combat issues with your business and your relationship? Like, how do you find a balance personally?
Well, like, he's staring at me. So, of course, since I work full-time and I do this, like, this is a full-time job. Social media, you got to be on top of it because if you're not,
Girl,
nobody's
numbers
watching.
be falling
If
the
you're,
fuck
and
off.
you're just like,
Like,
he's not-
bitch, nobody's
Numbers
fucking
just
with me this week.
So So definitely it's hard, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at first he was kind of like, damn, you're always on your phone.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a little much. But like, so I get 2 days off the week. So I know for sure on like Tuesdays, I know I have to deliver because I do deliver if you're local. And he goes with me, or we do stuff together. Like I make him feel, part of
So
it.
it's basically like a team
He gets a
effort.
bell
Come
ring for
on.
that.
Come on.
Yes.
for me.
Come
There's
on,
some
support system.
delivery buddy.
Come on, support system.
Yes.
Okay.
So I do feel blessed to have him because he does deliveries for me sometimes. He delivers to the girls' boyfriends. Their friends, everybody's becoming friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, that helps a lot.
it
Definitely.
Does. It does.
Definitely.
At
Well,
first
I'm
it
not
was a
gonna
challenge,
talk
but now
about my
it's better.
situation.
Why? No, like we have our moments. It's not perfect, but
Yeah.
it's not perfect. Like sometimes, like okay, I think you need to like, and I don't like to
Like,
hear that I need
hey.
to. I want it to come from me, but I try to understand his needs too.
Yeah.
I try, cause I am a very like I told him, I'm like I'm gonna do this, and I don't want I want you either to back me up or it's just kind of like I'm gonna go and you're gonna
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's
But-
good though.
Right.
Support.
Period. That's what it's about. And that kind of leads me to the next topic. I think that, even when you do find yourself in those positions, and then you can attest for this too, like, you have to be able to peacefully disagree. Like, because there are disagreements, right?
Yeah.
So you have
Girl,
to
you
find
heading home today.
that middle ground. We gonna talk about it. We putting it all on the table.
Mm.
Okay, period. So you have to be able to find
She's like getting on her phone, like trying
that
to
middle
distract
ground,
the
right? Because ultimately, when people really, truly, deeply love each other, that's what you're supposed to do.
When your friend is coming for you, I feel attacked.
You know, it's okay. I'm just gonna
Look, I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah,
y'all.
you do. I
Girl.
know, kind of stood.
I'm not perfect. The middle ground is a ground that I just don't know how to step on, bitch. It's just like the middle ground. I just be like, oops. Like I can't. I don't
What
know
do you
if it's,
do when there's like, was that like, oh, I need more time
right,
with
right.
you? And
Speak on it.
like if he says it. See, this is the thing. Damn, man. This is the thing. I'm with someone who has a hard time communicating their feelings. I'm an extreme communicator. So mine is nagging, and his way of dealing with it is, all right, like, I just need so it's like, I don't, it just, if it's not going well, you can tell, because I just do this, because I'm like, you're not listening to me. But
And
he
he's like-
is listening to me, but his way of dealing with it is like, okay, I need my space to think about it. And it works my fucking nerves. It just does. So
I feel like you can't help but be you,
yeah, but I do like, I'm married, so I do need to learn how to find that middle ground. But it's just it's a challenge right now.
Right. And I want to bring up, there's a difference between, finding middle ground and tolerating someone.
Oh shit!
So,
Talk about it, bitch.
so oftentimes I feel like in relationship, like be it boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, people like they mistake compromise with putting up with bullshit.
Yeah.
So one thing in the interview, and I'm sorry to make this so much based on the interview, but he was just like,
The interview, bitch. That
my
interview,
blood is still boiling. You
that
know.
interview stressed me the fuck out.
I seen like clips of it, but it was
Yeah.
mainly about like the daughter thing.
But like, okay, what is tolerance to you guys, and what's patience? Like, what? Because the lines are very blurred, in my opinion. But what do you feel like? Like, how much can one tolerate before you just being fucking stupid? Like,
Well, I'm gonna speak personally. Tolerance for me is avoiding having to find that middle ground and compromise. You know, like, just when you don't want to argue, so you're just like, fuck it, whatever way you want. Like, it's your way, what the fuck ever. Whoever it is, the wife or the husband or the boyfriend and the girlfriend. To me, that's what it is. It's just avoiding the situation. So the other person can shut the fuck up.
And you said between patience
And tolerance.
and tolerance.
See, patience is just something I don't really have.
I feel like she said, like when you ignore it, like when you're like, you know, when you're just like, I just don't want to do it. Just let him have it his way. You know? Just let him have it his way. Or like you keep, like every time there's an argument, you just let it happen because you're just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it. Which drags out a bigger problem, I feel.
Yeah.
Girl, because yes. In this damn interview, I watched this shit like 5 times because
I did too. I was mad
with the notebook. Like,
Girl, it's a part 2 because like the first part is him talking about like him and his daughter's situation, and the second part is their relationship.
I
like,
went the extra mile to watch his podcast too, because he also has a podcast.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
And
too.
he interviewed Tiny on the podcast, and that was some more bullshit. But
that was worse than the Red Table Talk.
Because it was unfiltered, and it was his platform.
Yeah,
it was
he didn't
his
have
platform,
nobody
so
telling
he's
him like, just let her talk.
So what he said was he feels like he was blessed with a very patient wife. Or a very tolerant wife. She's not patient, but she's very tolerant. And to me, that screams out like, I know that I'm going to stay with this woman because she going to put up with all of my bullshit. She loves my dirty draws, and I can do no wrong to her, and I can come back to her, and I know her triggers, and I know how to get her back. I know how to reel her back in when I done fucked up. You know, so I think that it's important to just know the difference between like tolerating, you know, and compromising. I feel like compromising is in a healthy space.
Yeah.
You know, like
being able to talk about it, find what makes both of you comfortable and the both of you happy.
Not just one-sided.
And I think that it has to come from a mutual respect level, too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't compromise with somebody who doesn't respect you to begin with.
Yeah. Because with no respect, they're not willing to put themselves in any kind of, like, to where they feel like they're uncomfortable. Because with compromise, you're still going to feel uncomfortable. Because you're, in a way, still doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable, but you're not, like, going past your ethics and morals, you know?
Right.
So, like, if that person does not feel like giving out anything, that is no compromise.
Exactly.
They're not going to fucking compromise. For what?
Exactly. And oftentimes, too, I think that, I don't know if it's like a this generation thing. Well, no, it's not really this generation because our grandmas went through bullshit with our grandpas.
Girl,
like that.
Grandma knew Pawpaw
And
had a whole family, the town
And they
over.
was just holding on, you know?
Girl.
I mean, yes, love, but they was doing what they had to do back in the days. But why, or do you guys see that sometimes certain dudes, they feel like they have to put a woman through a certain level of bullshit for them to be deemed a wifey type? Or, like, how do y'all feel about that?
I feel like nowadays that's the thing for, like, you know, even young loves. Like, it's a ride or die. Like, oh, she went, you know, she rode it along with me, like, when I was in jail. Or, like, when I was with this one girl, like, she accepted me, she took me back. I feel like that's the ride or die thing, you know? That everyone's like, oh, you know, she's my ride or die even though we've been through so much. Like, no, you don't have to put her through so much.
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she loves you. That means she's just dumb enough, or she's just blinded. You know, she loves you so much that she's so blind.
She could be dumb, blind, insecure.
Girl,
all of the above.
I'm hopping off that bus with a peg leg.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
like
that. Ride or die.
I don't get. And that's just with anything. It's not just with relationships. Because even people nowadays, they don't want to take accountability for their own bullshit. And they're just willing to keep learning the hard lesson over and over. I feel like... oh, you feel attacked. No, but like I just feel like that's just how things are. Like if it isn't bad, it isn't cool. Like that's just the thing. Like, yeah,
Not
I've
be
been through this.
fooled.
Just because, bitch, you've had chlamydia 3 times.
What's up with you and chlamydia?
And I don't
I'm
know.
about to-
Just because you had chlamydia 3 times and you fucking your credit score is at 400
Ooh.
and now you doing the damn thing, don't make you no better than the bitch that was just doing good right off the bat. She was making good decisions. That don't make her any less than you. I just feel like you gotta go through the mud and the bullshit to be deemed as, yeah, like I'm doing this. You don't have to make dumb mistakes. Like, you don't have to. I don't understand that.
And then, okay, this is kind of off topic, but it's just interesting because both of you are mothers of beautiful young girls.
Oh,
You
girl
know,
gang.
Like, and I really respect you guys as boss mamas. Like, y'all some boss ass mom bitches. Like, I love y'all.
Thanks.
First of all,
Thank
let me
you.
just put that on the table. But, like, what advice would you give your daughters? Like, to deal with this shit, cause
To deal with what, these niggas?
these niggas,
To all of it?
like that ride or die mentality. Like, if you could sum it up, what kind of advice would you give your daughters, like, against this whole ride or die? You know, gotta prove your love.
I'll beat your ass.
to-
That's my advice. Don't fucking do it. Okay, what's your advice?
You're like,
Girl, I'm
alright,
getting mad. Like,
Maybe
I
I'll
will
do that
blow that
later,
nigga
but-
up.
For me, like, I know for sure I'm gonna tell my daughter, if someone's not adding anything to your life in a positive way, bye.
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 Yeah.
Bye bye. What I said?
That's it.
Shabai.
Bye.
No, for real. Like, and I would let them know, like, just because the media is saying that's cool,
It's not.
it's not, sis. Like, you're gonna look dumb as hell, and you shouldn't allow anyone to make you walk away from your morals and ethics. Like, I did not raise you to be a dumbass. If he wants to go out and do something stupid, let him do it by himself.
Don't let him drag you with.
Huh.
Because if he do, then you won't have no problems. Because I'm gonna kill him
Period.
that
I
way.
mean, you know, that's just that on that.
Girl,
I'm just bouncing all over the place. I had like y'all. I love putting shit together, right?
y'all,
But
No, I love what you're doing. It's
I
going
just,
good.
oh,
Girl, she
girl,
did
Just keep
all
doing
this.
it.
girl. Cause I mean, we hitting the topics, just not in order. But it's cool.
And they're
It's
gonna-
cool.
we
We
gonna
talking
do it.
about. We gonna get into some things, as Nicki Minaj would say. Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Oh, your birthday?
Yeah, girl. She's a Sag. Okay. Excuse me.
that's what you get for mixing them.
Yeah, girl, because I'm feeling it's hot in here.
It is hot, but my hair is probably all frizzy. I can see my baby hair.
You want some air?
I kind of do.
She can bring some air. Thanks. Much love.
Okay, so this is also one when we're talking about morals and ethics and all this hoopla. Well, it's not hoopla. It's good
Almost
shit.
said
Y'all
it's
talking
just-
some
it's
good
not
shit. Okay, go ahead with your going ass.
She is
Y'all
so.
some bad
Oh my
ass
gosh, I love
mamma
this.
jammas.
She should
But
have mixed this shit.
girl, give me some more. Put
Some
on
more
top.
Mix
what?
it again. Mix it again.
Just a little splash. Give me a little splash.
All right, bitch. I'ma literally give you a splash.
No,
because
give me
you
a
don't
big
know how to swim.
splash. Okay, thank you, big splash. But okay, so boom, your daughters are growing up. Well, let's not do sensitive subjects. I don't want y'all in your feelings. I don't want y'all to start crying
Girl,
off the wine or
girl,
nothing.
no, don't
But
do that.
okay, so boom, you're dating this dude or whatever, and you know you got your shit going on. He got his shit going on, but he wants to feel like the man in the relationship, right? So he's like, yeah, it's cool. You could do what you do, but I want to be the provider for you.
AKA, you pay the bills and I stack,
Basically.
which is fine.
Okay. Boom. A lot of females would say that, but do you guys feel like this is a like a control mechanism? Like, why do you feel like? Cause okay, if we're breaking it down
I
biblically,
would be like, you want to invest or what? What
yeah,
do you want to do?
I
Yeah,
hear
like-
you. Like, but do you guys feel like you should turn down a bag, based on the intention behind them trying to offer that to you? Like, do you feel like there is
Girl,
ulterior
you know
motives?
my fucking answer.
I feel you, but like, listen, hear me out.
Okay, I'm gonna hear you out.
Hear the mixy out.
Okay.
Like, do you feel like there's ulterior motives behind the let me provide? Or do you think it's... Because ultimately, it's not everybody just trying to be on their back in the Bible days type shit. Like,
Yeah.
me as a man being the provider. So do you guys feel that it's a control mechanism? And then my second question is, let's say you are like, okay, baby, whatever, go ahead, drop the bag on my head, babe. Do you that dude? Period. Right? So he's doing his thing. He's providing, balling out every day. Ruth's Chris for dinner.
But are the bills paid?
Bills is paid.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm still not
Does
okay with
money and what he does for you financially rectify maltreatment or him having this above everything mentality? Because I feel like sometimes, and it's sad to say, we get that bag thrown in our face, and it's just like, okay, well, he is providing. So, can the bag rectify maltreatment? And what I mean is, does it make it okay
for him to treat you like shit?
To treat you like boo-boo? Come on, morals and values. It's getting spicy.
Hell no.
No. Never.
Girl, you got the finger on the nose.
Never.
Hell no.
Like,
I mean, I had to think. Okay, this is what okay, look, I'm about to show off my city girl antics. If that's your boyfriend and he want to be Papa and he want to drop that bag and pay my bill, shower me, baby. And you can treat me however the fuck you want, because technically I'm still single.
and you don't. That's true.
Period.
That's true.
When I file my taxes, I'm single.
Interesting.
But as a wife,
okay.
Yeah.
Look here, hon. No, you can't treat me like shit. Especially if I'm getting the bag also.
Right.
If I'm getting bags, you know, if I'm doing the damn thing Santa Clausing,
I'm done with you.
no, not at all. Like I said, I feel like see, that's why I got married, because I ain't shit. I'm going to just be honest. Besides the fact that I love him, that's why I got married, because I just have, I got a lot of antics up here. I'm full of shit. So I got married. I wanted to be serious. I wanted a family. And I felt like if I'm going to be out here hoeing, I'm just not going to get it.
Right.
So I got married. I did what I was supposed to do. You feel me? And I became an honest woman. But as a woman dating, if you want to drop the bag, do you, boo-boo, because I'm going to do me too. But continue to drop that bag.
How do you feel? Period.
All that.
Mix it all up.
Of course.
Period.
Like, if you're just a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
if we're not gonna,
Yeah,
if we don't
that
see a future, I'm not gonna pass up you paying
No.
my bills for
But
a few
it
months.
depends. Like how you treat me.
Yeah,
like
like,
shit,
you're
like
not gonna
bitch,
hit me.
like, you know,
Oh,
or
of
that,
course
like
not.
you know, to an
Yeah.
extent.
I'm not talking about him putting a foot off in your ass, but
Yeah,
but
like-
he just feels like I'm providing for you. So what you gotta say?
Let
Oh,
him
yeah,
have his
boo.
little- Yeah.
Okay.
But married, no.
Yeah, no.
Because this is
Because
forever.
you're living with that. For the rest
Yeah,
of
like
your
it's
life.
forever. We possibly have kids.
Yeah.
You're not finna treat me like shit in front of
I
my
love that you guys brought up marriage, right? So
kids. Oh, here she go with the bullshit. Why is
Here
she
it is,
whispering? Bitch, you are no longer mixing these two wines. I swear. Like, no.
oh, that one it was hot. Okay.
Oh,
So, are we marrying for love or are we marrying for security?
both.
What's the real
I want
tea?
both.
What's the real tea? So you want both? I mean, yeah. But I'm talking about the meat and potatoes. Get down to the get down. Is it love that
Damn,
made you
bitch,
say
you
I
are
do?
really out here trying to make me look like
Because this
a
juice
city
got
girl.
me thinking. Okay, I've been drinking. I've been thinking.
Okay, I
Okay.
feel like, okay, look. I feel
Period.
like, yes, love.
Okay.
Very much love, but love
Of
don't
course.
pay bills.
Mm.
And love don't take care of my kids and put clothes on their back.
Okay.
So I need security, because if I feel secure with you, you know how to make a bag. You know how to take care of what you need to take care of. I know how to make a bag. I know how to take care of what I need to take care of, and we can build upon that and have a successful family.
So it's like a business
So that-
relationship.
I mean, it's
Marriage
not
is like a business because you're just.
yeah, like we paying bills and shit.
Okay.
I
like how
mean,
you
I
flipped
love
that.
you,
Well played.
but we paying bills and shit.
She said chess, not checkers. You're not finna get
No,
me
like
caught up.
it's not like, and I don't want to say business relationship because that puts a negative.
Yeah, it sounds bad. Just
Yeah, like
girl, but marriage.
it's not a business relationship, but we should know how to run our business.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like
But
you
know
like
that
my
song back in
business
the
partner
day?
that I want to
Love
fuck
and marriage, love and marriage. Why is it an and? Like,
because anybody can get married. That's easy.
that's true. That's true.
Bitch, all you need is a couple dollars and be able to sign your name on the paper. You don't even need to be able to sign your name on the paper.
Okay.
You just need a few dollars. That ain't shit.
Period. Okay, girl.
That love shit is hard.
Well, we're gonna have
It
to do a
is.
part 2 to this because I want to touch on some of these shits. I'm reading. I'm like, that's a good one. But we only
Oh,
got.
I think since we're talking about business and all that, I think that we should go to this point because I think this is going to be good.
Okay.
Power tripping.
Ooh, child.
Okay, so say you in this, I think it's better marriage. Say you're in this marriage, and you're making more money than him. Do you feel like, say like, and I'm gonna just be honest, say that he's bringing in like coins, and you bringing in coins. It's a difference.
Big bag versus little bag.
Yeah.
Like, shut your bitch ass. up.
Yeah, like no,
I'll
no,
make
no,
the
not
coins.
shut your bitch. She didn't mean that.
She said, "Shut your bitch ass up."
No,
Right.
we don't mean like that. She drunk, y'all. Don't mind her.
I'm not drunk.
Don't mind her. That's what she say when she drunk.
She splashed.
She splashed too much. Okay, like, do you feel, and I'm going to say marriage, because now you're committed to each other,
Okay.
you know, like, you got all that going on. Say your bag is bigger than his. Do you feel that is a threat to his manhood? Like, do you feel that you should now be addressed differently?
I don't feel like I should be addressed differently. I feel like it should be like that's your security. Like you're like if he's insecure about it, then that's something that he needs to fix with himself. You know, like he shouldn't
Come
feel.
on. Come on, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I used to think different, but I really feel like now, like I got some time in this shit. I really feel like as long as he can pay bills, it shouldn't fucking matter how much you make. Like, if anything, like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, because it's like, at the end of the day, all, whatever I'm making extra, that's extra. And we should invest that. Like, we should make the right decisions with that. But if he can pay bills, then it's not a big deal.
We both putting in, you know.
I feel like the bills are the main thing.
Right.
She said the bills.
Yeah, like, because we can't live without electricity, heat, water, food, and our bills being paid. As long as you don't find yourself picking up the slack for a long period of time.
Okay, I was about to say now.
Because everybody falls off, but if you don't see any growth, like, you know, like, as long as he's not stagnant and trying to pick up on that, I don't think it's a problem with that.
Right. Okay.
Like, it shouldn't be like, if you weren't here, then we wouldn't be able to make it. I feel like at a certain point, you had to provide for your family.
Yeah.
To where, because what if she falls off?
Right.
Like, it shouldn't be either you or we ain't gonna get fed. As a man, you should be able to provide the food and the bills. And that's just how I feel.
I should be able to feel like I can fall back on you, you know? And
Like, what if you want to be an at-home mom?
yeah.
I feel like you should have that option.
So, hold on, because we kind of veering off to the left a little bit. But the initial question was, if you're the big bag to his little bag, right? So, let's bring it back central to power tripping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is he the one power?
well,
Are the
no, that his ego is hurt probably. Because it's oftentimes felt by some men, and this is data that I've compiled from actual men, right? So, I'm not speaking for all of y'all, so don't come for me, please.
Girl, because they
But,
will. They will read you for Phil.
But they feel like us women, our head gets beefed up to that point, and we kind of try to emasculate them.
Yeah.
And I've seen some stuff like that happen before.
Yeah.
So where do we bring it back to what's real? Like, where do we bring it back center into?
Like, how should you
how
carry
do you
yourself
feel?
as the big bag?
Yeah, like you don't want to
You
be talking
should-
down to your dude because you don't want him talking down to you if he's big bag.
Exactly.
So it has to be it has to not be a double standard, right?
Yeah. That's why I said I used to feel different. I felt that if she's bringing in a bigger bag, like, shut the fuck up. That was the fuck. I'm just
Girl,
being
That's
honest.
the fun part.
Honestly,
That's how I used to feel.
when I was little, I used to always say, I cannot marry a man with more money than me. Like, I have to.
Really?
Marry. When I was like 11.
Really?
And I was like, I have to make more money than my husband because I will not get left.
This is little.
Yeah,
See, but that makes sense though in a
In
way.
her Barbie dream house.
Right, I like she had her she was
had
Angelica
a
Pickle's
suit on.
mom. Yeah, like fuck you. I'm the boss. I run
You staying
shit.
home with the kids.
Right, bitch.
Wait, whoa.
I'm just kidding.
But I'm
not.
saying, like, that's why I had to be honest. Like, there was a point in time when I felt like that, like, you are less of a man if she makes more than you. I don't feel that anymore.
Yeah,
as long
definitely
as you
not.
can upkeep the household's bills and pitch in here, and, like, I feel like there's no problem with that. Because she might be at that's why I say marriage, because I really feel like that's, like, when you marry, you can't talk down on your husband because you make more than him. Like, that's fucked up. You just can't do that. But as long as he can, like I said, as long as he can pay bills, like, what the fuck is the problem?
Okay.
Just be smart with your extra money. Stack up with your extra money. Invest with your extra money. And help him get to that higher level. Let's find out how you can get to your bag too.
Yeah.
It's a team. It's teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work, like the old saying goes. Okay, so over the next course of 2 minutes, I just want to bring it in. It's so many good points.
I wanted to bring you guys something for bringing me on your show.
We got some
Girl,
lashes
I get
on.
emotional when I get like, oh, this new packaging.
Yes,
packaging.
that's
I had. Was it Brat?
Lil Brat.
Lil Brat. Oh my
I
gosh,
saw.
those were so
Yeah,
loud.
I gifted her.
So
with
you
some
like the
Oh, girl, you
dramatic
gave me
ones.
period.
Period.
Oh, them are some bomb lashes.
Lash-
girl.
Yeah, those are the more dramatic.
Yeah.
These are,
Yeah,
I
fucked
know.
with it.
Yeah, I know.
Girl.
Girl, I'm very dramatic. Like she said
Yeah.
earlier, she was done with me.
But
in my
I
life.
actually love those too because I have them.
Period. I
at
think
home.
I've seen you
Yeah.
with them.
So,
Oh my god.
But yeah. Okay, so
Okay, let's bring it. I'm gonna have to
We
tag.
really
I'm
are
gonna wear
gonna-
these real soon.
we really
Okay.
have to have another episode
Yeah,
about
I feel like-
relationships for sure. But damn, I lost my point. I'm sorry, y'all. So I did want to touch on like fuck ups and public, like being public figures, because you two are public figures.
Damn,
I mean,
am.
we're all
We're all.
public
Really?
figures.
That's deep.
Being in a relationship, having the bumps in the roads, dealing with public, very
Humiliation.
much public humiliation.
Ooh.
How do you do it?
What do you mean public humiliation?
Okay, let's say,
Like he
hypothetically
cheated and
speaking.
everybody know.
Yeah. Some Cardi B and Offset type shit.
Oh my gosh, how do you do that?
Like,
I don't know. That's a hard question.
ooh,
That is-
child.
I think it depends.
'cause
Like,
then-
because if it's like you had a baby on me, nah, fuck that.
Right. And then, I feel like some women, they're like, okay, you disrespected me publicly, so publicly apologize. Who is that public apology for?
Everyone else.
Exactly.
I don't feel like that's
It's for your
genuine.
ego.
I don't feel it's genuine.
Yes.
And
for
I
your-
wouldn't accept it.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like when you say that, it's for your ego.
Yeah, because,
Because your ego was bruised. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You're humiliated.
yeah. Okay, wait.
So you.
I'm gonna
you
be
just
honest.
gonna let
I
him-
want both. I want a public apology
And a private one.
and a private. I want both.
because you want people to see.
I
like,
want people to see, damn.
You
he
did this
really fucked
publicly,
up, and
now
he
you're
looks
apologizing
stupid.
publicly.
Like,
you
I
know?
want you to look stupid, and I need an apology privately. That ain't got shit to do with. First, you apologize to me privately. I think it depends for me which one was first.
Yeah.
If we ain't talked and you fucked on the bitch and now everybody know, and then like I ain't talked to you all day, then I look on Instagram like, sorry, I want my family back. First of all, bitch, no, you didn't come to me first.
I want to see my kids. Jody
No.
voice.
Like, I feel like if we fix it privately, I feel like it's timing. Like we're fixing it. We're deciding mutually, like, okay, we're going to fix it. We're going to get past this. All right, so now that you made me look like an ass in front of everyone, your turn. Like, then do that. But, like, on some, we ain't talked to each other in a while, and I'm trying to slide in your DMs and, like, post
Even then, I
screenshots
feel
and
like
shit.
it feels like it's even harder to apologize to someone when they, everyone knows, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. If
And
I
it
would-
never sits the same. It's never
No,
going to be the same.
it's
after
never
It's
gonna
that.
not
be the
because
same,
it's
'cause now
tainted
everybody-
already. It's
yeah.
already tainted, and it's just kind of like you're gonna need to work a little harder than that.
Out the door.
But I still want both, though.
I still want that though. I
All
still want
right.
it.
Make it
Well,
look like fool's time. Your time. Your turn.
yes. Okay. So I fuck with it. I rock with it a lot.
How about you? What you want?
I know.
You
One
asking
thing,
all the
You
questions?
just asking all the
I
questions.
am. That's what I do.
What you want?
She's like,
The
that's my
moderator.
thing.
Do you want
Moderator.
one,
Tipsy
two, or
moderator.
1 and 2?
No, I want the whole show. I want you to get on your knees in the fucking hot desert Lancaster in a leather jacket like Jodeci and beg for my forgiveness, kiss my feet, fucking buy my mama a house, and then we'll take it from there. I'll see if I
And then, and only then
Will
she
we
see
see?
exactly.
Not even
if she's
take
gonna
you
forgive
back.
you.
but
Okay,
we'll see.
only then.
Period.
Like, I want both.
Shit.
Period. I mean,
I'm throwing niggas away in December. You know my answer.
for
So
real.
you know.
That was a good one.
But yes. Oh, so real quick, tell everyone where they can follow
Yes.
you at.
So you can follow me on Instagram at Lizzy X Lashes. And like I said, I always have bomb lashes, affordable lashes. And if you live in the LA area, I do deliver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Please hit her up,
Period.
y'all. Y'all
Hit
know
me
that
up.
I love a good dramatic lash, y'all.
Yes.
I be at all the events just cooling
yeah,
everybody
because sometimes
down
you don't
with
even gotta
these
do your
big ass-
makeup. You just put on your lashes.
You
Boom,
me?
and you're there.
And I'm
You're done.
there.
And I
I'm
feel
so
like
excited.
your lashes, you got a lash for every occasion, girl.
I do.
You want to go to the grocery store? Boom. She got one. Sis, hello.
Sis, yes.
Sis is my favorite. Like, that's just like a timeless ass
Yeah.
lash.
Most
You
definitely.
feeling a little extra feisty today? Period.
Yeah, I'm really
that
like
bitch.
half
name.
excited about
Um,
it.
Yes, like she just. Ooh,
I might have
just
to
makes
wear
my
this to my
soul
show.
happy.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here. Like,
Yes, girl. And guess
I
what? You
was
made
super
it through the
nervous.
hour.
I did. I
With
said only
no
30
break.
minutes.
With no break. She said she was
I
gonna-
did say only
She
30
like,
minutes.
look, girl,
I'm gonna
Girl, my hair probably
take
falling
this
apart.
But we didn't
30.
even have enough time. Damn. That's
Yeah.
I said, can we like take a break?
And look at
And
you.
look.
Right.
I really think it was this though. This was my first time trying wine.
Oh,
Pop
her
her wine
first-
cherry,
We
y'all.
popped the
Oh my
wine
God.
cherry. We are monumental. We're groundbreaking. We're shifting the culture one boss babe at a time. fuck with us. You know we got it. And while we're at it, I do want to send my condolences out to the family of Juice World.
That was so
that just
random.
hit me in a place, like, you know,
At 21.
21 years
That's
old.
So sad.
That
crazy.
really puts in perspective that you really got to be out here living your best life.
You really do.
And he really did
Y'all.
say that though. Like in one of his posts, he was saying like, you know, you live your, like he's like you live your life, you know, like it's your last.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you never know.
Never
You
take
can
life
be
for granted.
top bill of health and fucking die in sleep. Like, it's
Exactly.
real shit. Like, you really have to live your best life at all times.
Period.
And while we're also talking, how much time? Okay. While we're also talking, so like I said before, your girl is in a show in the Los Angeles area with Law Speaks Volumes. I will be singing. See, that's why I got my things zipped up. While I'm trying to keep my voice together. I will be singing, you guys, and I will be wearing "Period" by Lizzy. I think I found my show lash.
Okay.
Just come out. Well, you know what? That's deep. I'm mad that I said that. If you have a ticket, I will see you there, because guess what? It's sold out,
It's
bitch.
sold
wow,
out to
so-
I
capacity.
told y'all about it last week. I did, didn't I? Y'all was
you
playing
did.
with them tickets. Now y'all can't
Now.
go because it's sold out. But
Is recorded or
I'm hoping that it's recorded. Just whoever got that ticket, I will see you there.
Period.
Thanks for the support. It's
And-
a sold out show within a few weeks.
damn, that's
Right. So, you know, as always, we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And, you know, stay blessed, stay cocky, stay motivated, stay all that. You that bitch, you that nigga, do
Always
your shit.
remember that.
Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, period.
And buy Lizzy lashes, please.
Period. Because if it's a Lizzy Lash situation.
And thank you for coming. I know
Thank you
that
for having
were
me. I had fun.
nervous.
Thank
You
you.
did a good job.
Yeah, I'm kind of sweaty right now.
Bye.
Bye.